This is absolutely clear that Islam, the final message of Muhammad before he died, after he conquered Makkah, after he went into the Battle of Hunain, he wanted to occupy each and every land into Islam with power and by force. And that is when chapter number 9, Surah Tawbah, came into playing, where he's done with Hunain. Now he wants Makkan to accept Islam or be killed. And then he went out all the way to 1200 kilometers away to Tabuk and the fringes of Oman and fringes of Sham. That's how he actually laid down his last years when he had human manpower. And according to a lot of scholars, many of the previous verses, for example, you have your religion, I have my religion, kind of a thing, there is no compulsion in religion, are abrogated verses, because now we have power and we have to follow chapter number 9, verse number 5, chapter number 9, verse number 29, and so on and so forth. But then again, there is another concept in Quran, which is Quran chapter number 47, verse number 35, which says, do not go for peace when you are superior. So Muslims actually have another theory saying, when you are not superior, when you do not have manpower, the verses, there is no compulsion in religion, you have your religion, I have mine, is still in play. Because just like when Muhammad did not have power, these verses were given to Muhammad to follow. Hence, if you are in a country where you are under 30%, under 20%, under X%, depending on which scholar you actually follow, you have to follow the law of the country. It is not in the Quran. In Quran, you do not follow the law of the country. In Hadith, you do not follow the law of the country. These are the scholars who are saying that because you are smaller in number, follow the law of the country, do not shout, do not go out claiming Sharia, Sharia. But when your number increases to an X percentage of number, because Quran has 2 verses about it, Allah will give you superiority if you are 20 of them over 100, right? That's 1 into 5. And then Allah said, the next verse, Allah said, oh, I know your hearts are weakened and you do not have the strength. Now, if you are 100, you will overcome 200. So it just depends which verse you follow, whether you want the 50% or you want to start at 20%. So it just depends. So anyhow, until that time comes, until that boundary comes, you have to claim you have your religion, I have mine, and there's no compulsion in religion. When that time comes, Quran chapter number 47, verse number 35 says, now that you are superior in number, do not go for peace, because now you are superior. Now you go into chapter number 5 and chapter number 9. And you go and start bashing that you want Sharia and start destroying their synagogues and churches and temples. This is Quran itself saying that. And cut their hands and strike their necks and so on and so forth. And this is all Quran. I'm not even going in the Quran, not going out of the Quran at this moment. And that's the way you will see these people following in the western part of the world right now as we are speaking, in London, in Germany, in Canada, and so on and so forth. And it's all Quranic, and it goes absolutely the way the Muslim scholars describe. And that's what it is. Islam cannot live with any other ideology. Full stop.